So in sports movies, it always works out. Sure, there are teammates who fight or just plain don't like each other, but over the course of the movie, they begrudgingly earn each other's respect and eventually make some key play together to win the big game. Real life, of course, is not like the movies. If you're a pro athlete, there's no guarantee you'll even get to the big game at the end, much less win it. But the teammates part, that's often true. When you get more than a dozen guys, often from different backgrounds, with different personal agendas, and then drop them into a series of high emotion, high stakes situations that also come with a huge risk of physical injury, let's just say they don't make Hallmark cards for a lot of the interactions I have seen within locker rooms over the years. Which brings us to the Rockets and whether they should bring Jimmy Butler into an environment that already includes two alpha personalities in James Harden and Chris Paul. Houston has been openly coveting Butler for some time. Remember when Jimmy was trying to scrap his way out of Minnesota and GM Daryl Morey offered the Timberwolves 4 first-round picks that would have extended over 7 years? That deal didn't go down, but that's how much the Rockets wanted him. And when Houston's season ended, Jimmy's name popped right back up again as the Rockets' main offseason target. Fast forward to last night when ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reported details on exactly how the Rockets plan to pursue Butler, despite that they're already over the salary cap. The idea would be to pitch Butler as soon as free agency opens on Sunday. Convince him to tell Philadelphia he's leaving no matter what. So instead of losing him for nothing, they should work out a sign and trade with the Rockets, who would then use that trade to clear the space for Butler's salary. This is a version of what the Rockets pulled off with Chris Paul and the Clippers, except this would be a lot more complicated because CP was just opting in to the final year of a pre-existing deal. And it would also require, this time around, the Rockets to give up more of the core of their current team. Houston would have to send either Clint Capela or PJ Tucker to Philadelphia, plus throw in Eric Gordon. So would it really be smart to further gut a team that already has depth issues? Do the Rockets even need to do any of this, considering that their arch rival, the Warriors, are going to be considerably weakened next season themselves? And do Harden and CP even want to invite, let's just call him an opinionated guy like Butler into the mix, considering all the reports we've already heard of them clashing over playing styles? Well, we can't even ask James right now since he's in China, a trip that has provided some amazing visuals, by the way. I mean, sure, you've got James' outfits. You've also got the little kids in fake beards that he's running through clinics, which is adorable. But while James is unavailable, we have heard from Tucker, who at the NBA Awards told The Athletic that 1, he's not worried about a potential trade. And 2, he says all the talk of Rockets' chemistry issues are overblown. PJ told Sam Amick that not only do he and Chris, who are lifelong friends, fight more than James and Chris do, he added, quote, if we win a championship together and we bleeping hate each other, he didn't say bleeping, then guess what, he said, who cares? I'm not sure it's quite that simple. We saw what chemistry issues did to the Celtics this year, but PJ's overall point is well taken. Teammates fight, strong personalities clash. It is the nature of pro sports. The question for the Rockets is, if they could even pull off a Jimmy Butler kind of move, could they actually make it work? Everyone wants the Hollywood ending, but Houston isn't Hollywood, and sometimes it's better to go with a different plot entirely. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.